Okay, so we have our Perplexity AI, which is now giving us a nice completion and sending us a nice response when we ask it about x equals 3. But this isn't what we want to build, right? We're trying to build a researcher here, not some kind of basic math student from grade 3 trying to understand, or I don't know, whenever you understand what x equals. Grade 4? I don't remember. But listen, hopefully what you actually notice here is this content can be used to create a highly driven search AI model that can optimize and move throughout the internet to do research. You can get super deep with this stuff. I'm not going to go crazy into the research, sentiment, and analysis, but for the purposes of this course, because hopefully afterwards you're going to take this and you can go bat poop crazy with it. But for the purposes of this course, we're going to create basically a researcher that's simple and efficient. We're going to ask it to search the web. And this is prompt engineering, guys. This is NLP at its finest. No longer coding. Programmers are basically people that speak their native language in the most optimal way for computers to understand them, to do things. That's what programming has always been at different levels of layers, from the lowest level, assembly, to higher levels like JavaScript and Python, everyone's favorites, or least favorites depending who you talk to. But this is a whole other level. This is prompt engineering. It's new programming. And no, I am not saying it replaces it, because you always need fundamentals, just like it helps to understand the principles of binary and UML models and all that stuff. Things are changing, my friends. And this is a skill that you need to hone. It's a skill. It's like when SEO first started. Don't take it for granted. It's not a joke. It's serious. So search the web and find 6 most recent articles for today's date on AI agents, and summarize each one with website links as well. All right. So search the web and find 6 most recent articles for today's date on AI agents. Summarize each one with website links as well. So the English isn't great as a sentence. It doesn't matter. What matters are the keywords. Search the web, find 6 most recent articles for today's date on AI agents, and summarize each one with website links, or I could say, and provide website links accordingly as well. Okay, let's see with a very, very low level tokens, right? It's not many words here. We're not taking up a lot of tokens. It's a very inexpensive API call. Let's see how powerful this model can run. So we want to save it. Don't forget to save our changes, and let's run this. The moment of truth, drum roll. Okay, all right, so we have a response. You should be getting a response as well. We have the input with the message. What we care about, again, is in the output at the bottom, our choices. If we open up and by the way, this output is a collections in JSON, so it's an object format that contains more objects or arrays that then hold the data. And this is going to be very important, as we're going to see as we build, as we link up and create the data flow. You're going to see why. But for now, just pay attention to it. Pay attention to that. We have models, and pay attention that in output, we have a bundle, and in bundle, we have choices, and in choices, we have collection, and in collection, it's like a directory. This is where the data is stored. In multi-dimensional arrays, we have content, and in content, we have basically the gold. This is what we've been looking for. So this is a response. This is the content itself. Here are summaries of recent articles related to AI agents, along with their respective links. However, due to the limitation of the search results, I can only find a few. I will provide those and supplement with additional relevant information. So this is interesting. Not only is it finding us the results it could find, it's telling us a bottleneck and a limitation. We can then pivot this information. We can use this to further specify and advance our prompt additionally. Because prompt engineering is not a one time and then it's done. It's continuously evolving depending on how the AI responds, depending on the test results you get. You fine tune and you tweak. There is a skill behind it. Okay, so let's check out the articles. New AI agents could hold people for ransom. Oh my goodness. Workday unveils AI agent workforce management system. So it's finding and summarizing them. So it's finding the title, it's summarizing, and then it's providing a link. Now, is this a real link? Remember, ChatGPT loves to say that if found some kind of reference, you check the reference and it's made up. People have gotten fired at like top level legacy media journalists have been fired for doing this. So always check the sources. If I put and I paste in that SiliconANGLE and I check Workday unveils AI agent workforce management system, that's exactly what it is, and it makes sense that it's exactly what it is because this is exactly what it is as well. It's an AI search engine. Now you can test out all the links for yourself. They should all match up and work. Guys, congratulations. You did it. We did it. We now have a working researcher. Look how easy that was with data that is being then sent to us. Hopefully you see how quickly you can make this and how incredibly, this is as powerful and mind-blowing as like when people realized you can spin up a web app and deploy it and get it running in React, or you can get it running on your phone with smartphones. It's like that. It's that level, but even more. Because this is like job changing. I can't stress it enough. But to go back for that final point that I made about how you can look at the results and then optimize your prompting from the results you get. That's really the skill of prompt engineering, one of the key skills. So initially we just wrote, search the web and find 6 most recent articles for today's date on AI agents, summarize each one. If you do not find 6, so we're creating conditions. If you do not find 6 articles specifically on AI agents from today, then find relevant AI articles about AI in the space to supplement. But make sure there you go, I put a comma to pretend like I care about grammar here. It does make a difference, to be fair, but I'm just making a joke because this is not the most grammatically correct. Grammar is not for the point of English. Grammar is for the point of the English of the AI. There is a difference. You have to just make the distinction. You're not speaking to an English teacher here. But everything you type matters, including punctuation, of course. But make sure that all articles are from today and not yesterday. So this matters to me because I want to create a social media management system that's going to post daily. So I wanted to get the most relevant news from today as the researcher to provide to the brain. I don't want to go back to yesterday if it can't find. That way I'm going to minimize it using older stuff or accidentally reusing content that was already there. And I've managed to add this patch in based off of the results of what the input was previously. And this is how you optimize. It's a very small case example, but hopefully you see how this can then become a skill and something important to pay attention to. So we're going to save this and we're going to run it again. And if we check out our messages now and the content, we're seeing this again. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the 6 articles. However, I can provide you with some relevant articles from recent days. Oh wait, so did it not save? Make sure I save my changes in the content and we're going to run it again. Okay, so let's open up our choices again. We're going to go into our message in content. Now we see, however, I can provide, so they couldn't find 6 articles, which makes sense because I couldn't find it last time. But it's saying I can provide summaries of relevant articles related to AI and AI agents, including some from today, supplementing recent AI related content. Beautiful. So this is what we wanted. We have managed to improve our prompting together. Okay, so just like that, with just a little bit of mastery of the English language and fundamental understanding of the tools, that's all it takes to build an AI driven search engine. How powerful is that, guys? Come on, this is crazy. This is absolutely bananas. Chocolate banana taxi driver madness. I'm going to stop here, and in the next lesson, let's create our first link. Let's link up our researcher to a brain that we're going to develop, which will be us. We're going to build our own brain to interpret this research, because what's the point of research if there's no brain to understand what that research is? All right, I'll see you in the next lesson for more fun on AI agents.